Hey guys, Desolator Magic here, and damn it, Wizards, stop releasing new crap. I want to go to bed, not make more YouTube videos. Whatever, they released this today. It's trying to explain what the hell Magic Digital Next is, because I guess they're sick of people speculating on it. So Jeffrey Stiefel, whoever the hell that is, wrote this article on Wizards website. He said a bunch of pat yourself on the back crap about brands we don't care about. Probably was lying when he said there's 8 years of constant growth. I mean, that literally cannot be mathematically true with the release of Journey into Nyx. They must not be counting it quarterly. Oh, plus they seriously, that like rumor is they lost 5 to 10% of their total F&M attendees because of Cons of Tarkir, the whole block. In fact, I think they lost 1% just because of Ugin personally, just one freaking card. Anyway, they said Magic Digital Next, or MDN, woo, is Wizards' internal umbrella term for the entire landscape of Magic the Gathering experiences around digital games. So in other words, it's kind of the name of the department. It's the name of their goal, their program, their plan, and the people that work for it, and maybe the name of the team, but it's not an actual product. It's kind of weird because their PowerPoint presentation to the Hasbro stockholders just stopped short of calling it a product. I mean, they basically literally dropped it on there between two other products. But, I mean, it also makes sense that it was a blanket term to describe multiple products. So, okay, I get that. So the whole big revelation is MDN doesn't exist. It isn't like a thing the way we were thinking about it. It's not like it's a complete myth. It's not like the name is made up, but as a product, as a released piece of single software, it does not exist. So what are they talking about? Well, let's look at what he said, and then let's look at what we know or deeply suspect. So he said, what is the team doing? What does it mean? What are they working on? So he has 3 little bullet points here. Upgrading to state-of-the-art back-end technology and systems to sustain and constantly improve digital and tabletop experiences. Sounds an awful lot like Fix MTGO. We know for a fact from a leaked screenshot that they are upgrading, Magic Duels to be just better. They're basically making it look exactly like Hearthstone. I could barely tell the difference in the screenshot. You guys can Google it yourself. It's all over the place. I'm probably going to be too lazy to even edit it into this video. They also said that they want to add more community features to like the Planeswalker points system and your DCI login. So we might see something like that. You're kind of like Steam, where yeah, you play the games, but you can also hop on like the Steam forums and you can leave comments about stuff. It sounded like they were working on something kind of like that, and they were going to have Planeswalker points actually have more of a point. It sounds like you might get a benefit in like a mobile game or a little side thing or Magic Duels because of the number of points for showing up to physical events. A couple things he said either literally said that are hinted at it, so I'll look forward to that. So his second bullet point was improving and expanding the way you play Magic trading card games digitally. So that's, once again, they're upgrading duels to look better, to be flashier, better animations. I mean, they've pretty much already confirmed that. They've also taken steps to make MTGO suck a little bit less, but it was almost exclusively bringing the code up to date, not UI changes or actually requested changes by the users. Oh, and then they made it twice as expensive to play MTGO on average. Then all the prices tanked, all the top pros left, and everybody was pissed. Seriously, how are they saying that they had 8 years of growth? They have not had 8 years of growth. That just cannot be true. It cannot possibly be true. And the third bullet point is dreams of delivering. Oh, please tell me they didn't really just write that. They dream of delivering, not even plan. It's not even on the schedule. They're just wishing it was true at this point. They're wishing they had the competence to remotely put something like this together. They have dreams of delivering deep gameplay experiences in Magic worlds and fiction on diverse gaming platforms and genres. Not plans, not even intentions, dreams. For a comparison, I plan on, making my YouTube channel better over time, getting more subs, maybe starting a second channel or third channel. I already have a second channel. I actually technically have a third channel, but y'all ain't going to find it. I'm just going to throw that one out there. Okay, that's a plan. That's probably going to be happening. In fact, it's happening right now. Now, I dream of winning the Powerball. So there's the little difference in terminology there. So they dream of delivering deep gameplay experiences, blah, 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 about other platforms, whatever. So basically what they already said in the past is they're going to try to get their characters into other stuff. Just like maybe movies or comic books or just anything. They said they're going to open up the floodgates to license out their characters, the Planeswalkers, the stories. Maybe, well, they've already been in talks about a movie for the longest time. Their little experiment with, licensing out the cards, the names, the IP, just the whole package out to D3 Entertainment, I think it was, or just D3 Go or whatever the name of it is. To make Magic Puzzle Quest, and then that took off. They got so many downloads and users, it's crazy. They're making quite a decent amount of money, I hear. Also, they hired me to be one of their sponsors, or they are my sponsor, whatever. The game's freaking amazing, and honestly, it's better managed, more balanced, and better designed with better AI than anything Wizards has ever put out themselves. Unfortunately, Wizards doesn't recognize that. They just see money and dollar signs and they're like, we got to do this ourselves. So, that worked. That was an experiment. Let's do more of it. Except, wouldn't it be nice instead of, a licensing fee, a franchising fee or whatever, we're going to do it ourselves with this new team of people we just hired. They just hired a boatload of people to work on digital stuff. So mobile stuff, other software, could be a web series of comics. Who knows? I mean, they could be putting out absolutely anything at this point. And it's smart. They should expand to other art forms, other games, that kind of stuff. They had mentioned something about MMOs. Maybe they'd make a cameo in the Neverwinter MMO or something. Or I doubt they're going to make their own MMO. That's virtually impossible without tons of experience. So honestly, they probably would try to do it. But basically, in past stuff, they said nothing's off the table. They said they'd look into VR, because, VR duels would be the coolest thing ever, even though it's way too steep to adopt it and nobody uses it, and it's pretty expensive to develop on. But then again, it would literally just be all the AI logic, everything is already made. You just have to make the artwork and the environmental code. That's it. That's actually pretty damn easy. They could probably get that done in a couple months, realistically. So that's what they're referring to there. They're trying to just spread into everything, especially mobile, because it's a $40 to $45 billion a year market. Hello. Yeah, tap into that, thanks. And it's the right type of people. It's people who enjoy games and stuff. And their game, just Magic in general, is already better than most of the mobile games out there. Most mobile games suck. All they have to do is make it slightly not suck, and ta-da, Magic Puzzle Quest. which is actually quite good just as a game, even if you didn't play Magic. So it's exceptionally good, but everything D3 makes is quite good. Because they know what they're doing and have actual quality standards. That kind of goes a long way at a company. Now, what didn't make any sense is he ends the article by saying, "You have seen early evidence of our forward ambitions with the addition and growth of leagues in Magic Online," which I didn't even know that leagues were going on in Magic Online. I thought the Magic leagues were only a local thing. I don't get that. And then they said they're doing early releases of new sets for Magic Online, starting with Amonkhet this April. I didn't hear anything about that. It's almost always a week offset or 2 weeks offset or something like that. I don't know. I don't use MTGO, obviously. So I guess paper versus digital, they're trying to close the gap a little bit. I don't really see the logic there, but apparently Amonkhet is coming out earlier. I don't know. If they wanted to stop pissing people off, make MTGO not function like crap, and then get rid of treasure chests. There you go. There's your 2 improvements. Do it, Wizards. Obviously, you don't have the customer's best interest at mind, based on the fact that you've implemented both of those. So then he finally ends with, "We're excitedly digging into an ambitious slate of MDN projects." And yes, at least he admits they're ambitious. Because they have no idea what they're doing and no experience in it. "And we can't wait to be at the point where we have solid plans to share. We're in for an exciting ride." That's one way to put it. They hired a bunch of industry people who for some reason don't still work at the big name company that they were from. So just roll that one around in your head for a second. Let's just say I don't think Wizards made them a better offer, okay? It's not a more prestigious place to work than Valve. So they hired a bunch of people, and yet they still have the same top-level managers who don't know what the hell they're doing according to every single review ever on Glassdoor.com. You can hire the best, mid-level to low-level workers actually doing the work, and if the management still doesn't know what the hell they're doing and has no proper business direction, no grasp on what the players actually think of the game and actually want, the projects are going to crash and burn. That said, I mean, how could they possibly screw up VR Magic? So it's not all a negative outlook. I think they're moving in a positive, smart, business-wise direction. I hope they can execute it correctly. That's all I'm saying, because they have a past pretty bad track record of new things failing and burning and them making really bad management decisions. So as long as that doesn't happen, as long as it's hands off and whoever's in charge of MDN knows what the hell they're doing, there you go. This is huge. This is super positive. I'm just deeply worried because, as everybody puts it, it's one of the best games in the world managed by one of the dumbest companies in the world, or whatever that saying is. If you watch my channel, the saying is, fire everybody at Wizards. It's a little easier to remember. Oh, look at that. It's the 10-minute mark. See you guys next video. Thanks, YouTube.